this close ever, I don't think.
So just quick, you like last year's team or the years before that was never like.
See, that's why I don't want to be like, oh, we weren't close before, you know. But I mean, as far as it goes, like this team is just it's so close. It's like it's definitely the closest team I've been on.
Right here in the front.
I'm sure this situation isn't the first time it's happened this year, but when you look at the matchups perimeter-wise, you can see where different guys match up with different guys. But inside, you're going to be going against, I guess, Randall and Johnson, and you're going to up size to those guys. How do you deal with that? What can you guys do against Johnson and Randall?
Well, we got to use what we have as an advantage. So I mean, you know, when they got some size, you got to use your athleticism, kind of keep moving, stop them. You know, try your best to stop them getting the ball. You know, and just use strength out there. I think I almost always had that to an advantage, just kind of using my body and being strong around the basket, help making guys make tough shots. You know, that's all you can do is really just try to make them make tough shots. You can't. I mean, I'm not going and blocking anybody's shots. I'm just making them make tough shots and just trying to stop them from getting the ball as much as I can.
Second row over here.
You said use what you have to your advantage. I look at what Julius Randle looks like, and I look at Dakari.
Yeah.
What do you have to your advantage?
I mean, you know, it looks good.
I don't need to be mean.
No, it's cool. It's fine. I mean, I heard that 2 games now, what I got to my advantage. But I think more than anything, I got experience to my advantage. I've been guarding good, excellent post players for years now. You look back, Jared Sullinger, I mean, like, you know, Draymond Green, like Derek Nix. I mean, like, the Big Ten is plenty of great post players, and I got experience more than anything. And you know, I'd be surprised if, you know, they look pretty big, but I'd be surprised if they were that much stronger than me, to be honest.
Front row over here to the right.
You know, you speak about your experience, and I know you talked last night about the decision to draw that charge last night on Stokes. Was that something that, you know, came from maturity, from experience, or was that instinctive at that point?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. It's instinctive because I've seen it so many times and done it so many times. I mean, I was taking charges in high school. It's just something that I do as a player. I've been doing it for years now in the Big Ten and in college. So
Over here in the front row.
I mean, just kind of a general question you've probably been asked in some form this season, but how much have you seen just the perception of Michigan basketball change in your time there?
so much. I mean,
where is it now, I guess, compared to?
well, I mean, my first year playing, we had like empty seats, like in like the lower bowl. Like we had like people weren't coming to our games. So I mean, I've seen it change a lot. From being like picked to finish last in the Big Ten my first year to like, you know, 2 Big Ten championships, to so far in the Elite 8 appearance, a national championship appearance. It's come a long way. Our fans, I mean, everything has grown. I've seen our program grow as far as our players, our coaches grow. You got our fan base has grown. They're so supportive now. I mean, our facilities, we got our facilities are all new. I mean, everything is so much different from when I first got here. Yeah.
In front here.
I think the thing that makes you stand out the most is you're getting your second engineering degree.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of conversation about how it's basically impossible for high-level athletes to get degrees like that, really challenging degrees.
Right.
How do you do it on a daily basis?
Well, first thing is I've never had a break from school. I've been enrolled full-time in school since June of 2009, so that's part of it. And just, I don't know, hard work, not letting people tell you what you can't do. I just don't listen to it. When I was choosing my master's program, they told me I couldn't finish it in a year. Like, I couldn't finish it, and I was like, I wasn't really hearing it. I just, like, how can I do it? And I did it, so.
To the left.
Jordan, I'm not sure you can answer this any differently than you already answered it, but again, a matchup with Randall, and again, you're the guy that is going to be the exploitive matchup role.
Right.
Let's talk about what that's like. I mean, just to be always the guy that no matter what you do, it seems like the conversation is always different.
Yeah, I mean, well, first, Randall is, as much as I, you know, may or may not guard him, he's actually their 4-man, so naturally that's not my matchup. But I mean, it's whatever. People get paid to talk. That's what they get paid to do. They get paid to make predictions, regardless of how much they don't know about the team. They just get paid to make predictions. So
Does that get to you though?
no, it's fun. I like it. I like messing people's brackets up.
Second row back here.
How did you do it strength-wise? Stokes looks huge. You look strong. He looks bigger. How did you say you'd be surprised if Randall or Dakar, whatever, is that much stronger than you? Was Stokes
He was strong. He was pretty strong. Like that's where experience comes in. Just knowing when to pick your battles, when to just, I mean, like moving around, staying moving. It's hard to really enter it in the post when guards aren't really confident about where they're going to enter the ball to. So using your feet, moving around, all that different stuff. That's when technique comes in. When you evenly match, just using that your athleticism to kind of stay active.
Against the wall.
You probably already answered this, but do you take, when everybody says they're bigger, like Tennessee and now Kentucky,
And
do you take that as a
Texas too.
Texas too? Do you take that as a personal challenge?
I mean, it's a personal challenge because I want to win the game. So, you just take note of it. You kind of hear it. Whatever, you go out and play. I've been playing against people bigger than me my whole career. That doesn't intimidate me or faze me. That's just something that I've dealt with, and I've come to accept that challenge. Sometimes they get the best of me, sometimes they don't. And that's the fun part, just going out and competing.
In the aisle, second row.
Jordan, going back even to the Big Ten tournament, Illinois, Ohio State, into this tournament with Texas and Tennessee, you guys were outstanding offensively in the first half. And then the games got tight in the second half. Is that more what the opposition is doing, or is it something with you guys?
I mean, it's really hard to scout for us. I can't imagine trying to scout for us and we go through people's actions, and it's like, you get to like 10 actions or more, and it's like, okay, at a certain point, it's just like in and out, in one ear and out the other almost. But I can't imagine trying to scout for us. We got so many different actions, and on top of that, we run so many different actions against so many different teams. Like, we never really run the same thing. So I can imagine it's hard. I'm coming out in that first half and really trying to key in on something. And I mean, teams make adjustments. Tennessee's a really good defensive team, so we didn't expect them to let us score 90. And then you talk about like Illinois, like they're a good defensive team too. I think when we played them, the teams that they had been playing before that, they had held them under 50 points. So we're not playing against bad teams, and that's just kind of the nature of the game.
Jordan, Steve Amherst, Fox 17. Is it odd? Is it a weird experience? You guys are the veteran team going into this game, and at this point in the year, does that even matter?
I mean, it's different, yeah, but I don't know how much it really matters. You got one good team and another good team. They're playing really well right now. I don't know if veterans team matters. I mean, they beat Wichita State, who was veteran laden, and Louisville, veterans. At this point, it doesn't really matter. It's just about, who can execute for 40 minutes.